Welcome to Gnosis. Gnosis is a data management and workflow platform all built on a trust no one architecture. The purpose of Gnosis is to store data all in one centralized location and solve any and all data problems that you may have. To get started, I just wanted to go through a couple items here on the left-hand side and show you each of the sections. So first off, we have our data flow builder, where you're going to be able to create and configure your data flow, and we'll jump into that here in just a minute. The next item we have is our entities section. Inside of the entities section is where you're going to see all users that you have, and you can create more users inside of here. You also have a report section where you're going to be able to view all of your PDF reports and the folders that they are housed in. There's also a connections window where you're going to connect to third-party assets such as iForm Builder, Zoho, SQL Server, your email, and we're going to be adding many more. And then there's also an About section that will take us to our help desk for any support on how to utilize Gnosis. So let's jump back into the data flow builder here, and we're going to load our existing data flow, and you're going to see it's going to pull up what I just had up earlier. So what a data flow is it's composed of many different objects. So there's three distinct types of objects, and the first one here on the left-hand side we'll see is green, and these are webhooks. So essentially, you can send webhook or send a post request to this webhook, and any data in that post request will be stored into this record set. The next type of object that we have is a record set. These are the blue circles you'll see here on the screen. So this is going to house records, and if I go down here, you're going to see here's all the detail that this one is housing. And then you have 3 or 4 more other ones on the screen here as well. So after record sets, we then have actions. So once you work with the data and get it how you wish, you can then perform actions such as writing to SQL Server, writing to iForm Builder, sending out an email, sending out a custom PDF, or writing to reporting tools. So now I want to go over the 3 core functions of kind of what make Gnosis. And the first one really is transformation. So for example, maybe you have 1,000 records here, and you want to maybe remove the metadata from those records if you're an iForm Builder user, or just clean it up to show the name of the person as well as their gender. You can easily do that in Gnosis. Also with the transformation feature is the ability to flatten data. In an iForm Builder scenario, maybe you have a parent form and a subform and you want to flatten out that data. Gnosis really makes this a breeze. The next thing that we have available is filtering. So the filtering is very powerful, as we can take 1,000 records here, and if the data in the record matches male, we're going to pass it into this record set. If the data in the record matches female, we're going to pass it into this record set. So we see every piece of data in here is all gender of female, and inside of the records male, we're going to see that all the information is gender male. So again, that's the filtration logic that's applied. And the third core feature of Gnosis is aggregation. Aggregation is very powerful, as you can do things like counting the number of occurrences. In this example, I'm counting the number of occurrences of males versus females. So if I scroll down here, I'm going to see here's our female, and there was 494 occurrences, and for male, there was 506 occurrences. You can do other things like summing data up, counting the number of hours worked by individuals, merging 2 record sets together, etc. So there's many features there. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is some of the actions, and just run through each of them here pretty quickly. So if I open up the actions section, we're going to see we have email, so we can send out a custom email based upon any data in these record sets. We can write back to iForm Builder. Now this one's very powerful, as we can split out our data and maybe write it all into one table within iForm Builder. We can also add or update option lists. We can send data to another record set. We can send an HTTP post request out. Maybe you have a web service sitting somewhere, you want to clean the data in Gnosis and then send it out. That's all doable. We can currently write it to Slack, output a PDF, along with the databases right now is writing to SQL Server Action. And then for Zoho reports, you can write directly into Zoho database. So again, those are just some of the actions available, and we'll be adding more as we go. Another cool feature of Gnosis here is getting access to your data. So we're parsing out the data here, and maybe I want to download everything in Excel. I can just go into my data outputs, and I can either choose Excel or JSON, and it's going to download all of my mail information into this Excel file. So I hope this is helpful in giving a quick overview of the Gnosis platform and what all it is capable of, and I look forward to see what folks can do with the platform. Thanks for watching.